What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource and welcome to another highly anticipated video, the top 5 best desks for gaming or productivity. If there's a desk that you guys really think deserves to be on this list and I didn't feature it, make sure to drop a link to it down below, because I will be doing a part 2 and maybe even a part 3, depending on how many likes we can get on this video. Also, everything I mentioned in this video will be listed down below, so without wasting any more time, let's check these out. So starting off the show is the Mom Desk, which is an overall solid desk, and I used it for my perfect desk setup episode 1, and I completely fell in love with it. It's 55 inches in length and 25 inches in width, nothing really too big, but large enough to fit a couple monitors and even your PC. The things I like about the desk: cable management is extremely easy. There's a rack that allows you to dump your power strip on and keep majority of the cables in there so that they are not hanging down. It also comes in black, brown, and white, and it has 2 drawers which can be used for storage. There is a perfect organizer that fits the Mom Desk that will help keep things separated if you do decide to go with it. I also like the flexibility during installation. IKEA actually gives you the option to put the drawer on the left side instead if that's what you prefer. Things I don't like about the desk: most monitor mounts won't work with the desk since the back end of the table is blocked off with a backboard, which means the use of clamps are impossible. And since most monitor mounts use clamps, you are pretty much SOL. Mounts like Wally are pretty much your only option since it just sits on your desk like this without any drilling or clamping. Also, the price is pretty steep, but I assure you that you are getting what you pay for. Just overall a very solid and awesome desk. I highly recommend it. Next up, we have the extremely annoying yet popular Linman Desk that we see so many of in setup wars. The reason why it's so popular because it's simple, it's cheap, and it gets the job done. For only $30, you get a solid table that will hold up your minimalistic setup. Things I like: super small, compact, doesn't take up much space in your room, comes in a shit ton of colors to choose from. We got black, blue, white, brown, and even the legs can be modified in the color you want, which is great since you can match the color theme of your setup. And also the price, it's only $30, not including shipping. Things I don't like: too small and fragile. It's not really sturdy enough to hold up a heavy gaming PC, nor does it have enough space for a multi-monitor setup. This desk is perfect for minimalistic and or laptop setups. Number 2 is that there are no drawers. You are basically SOL when it comes to keeping stuff off of the desk. However, I do suggest picking up a pencil drawer and installing it under the desk, because this way you have some storage space for miscellaneous items. No dedicated cable management area. However, picking up an IKEA Signum rack will surely remedy that situation. If this table is way too small for you guys, the Big Brother version is only $15 more and much wider. Instead of 39 inches, you get a 59-inch surface, so basically 20 inches wider than before, giving you much more room to work with. Whether you have more monitors or speakers, whatever it is, you got space for it. Since there is no support in the middle, putting heavy things in the center will make it bend slightly, so be careful about that. Number 3 on the list is my own desk, and the reason why I'm including this is because not only have I had this for almost 3 years, but this is still my favorite desk even till today for several reasons. Number 1, it's motorized, giving me the option to lift and lower whenever I want, and 2, which is the main reason, the surface area. It's 72 inches in width, making it one of the few, if not the only motorized desk that wide. Even till today, I haven't come across another motorized desk that comes close to 72 inches. I love having all of that space since I have a bunch of stuff on it, and I feel like it doesn't really limit my ability to add whatever I want later in the future. Things I like: the enormous surface area, 72 by 30 inches to be exact. Ability to lift and lower the desk with a press of a button. Extremely sturdy and well built. This table has been through hell the past 2.5 years and it still works like new. Things I don't like: the price. It's extremely expensive, ranging up to almost $900 depending on the configuration you get. No dedicated cable management trays or drawers, so you have to be creative when it comes to cable management. What I did with mine was pick up a cable raceway and slapped it on the roof of the desk and routed the cables through it with the help of cable clips, 3M tape, and Velcro straps. You guys can check out my cable management video for more info. If you must have a motorized desk, my second recommendation would be the stand desk. It's more affordable, comes with a cable management rack and drilled holes, making it a lot easier routing cables through. It's also smaller, measuring at 56 by 26 inches. Back to IKEA, we have the Halistad. What? IKEA has amazing desks. This is more of a modded desk since it requires the Halistad tabletop and 2 Alex drawer units. You basically use the drawers as support and slap on the tabletop. I really like this top specifically because it has an aluminum brushed finish which looks really good. Alto from Setup Wars episode 17 rocked this exact table layout and it just looked so damn good. Things I like: very large surface area. This tabletop comes in either 74 or 98 inches for its width. That's crazy long. The premium feel and look. Flexibility. You don't have to buy IKEA drawers. You can actually place it on top of two objects that have the same height. And finally, the sturdy build. Even with all that stuff in the middle, it's still as straight as Mel Gibson. Things I don't like: it's over $100 just for a tabletop. You don't get any legs or space for cable management. And finally, since it's just a tabletop, there is a possibility of it sliding or moving around if enough force is applied to it. Finding a way to secure it from moving would be a great idea. And finally, for people out there that prefer a glass desk for God knows what reason, the Crowley Desk is one of the most popular ones out there, mainly because of how simple and clean it looks. The only real problem with this type of desk is the cable management. There's really no way of hiding it. Getting a rack and putting all the cables on it will be kind of pointless since you can still see the cables through the glass table. The only other option I see is to pick up a cable sleeve like this one and hide all the cables in there, and maybe even a cable box to hide the power strip on the ground. The other problem is that glass tables are expensive. This one goes for a little over $300 for something this small. So basically you are just paying for aesthetics. As I mentioned before, all of the desks and cable management items will be linked below if anyone wants to check them out. And also link me a desk you think deserves to be in this episode so I can feature it in my next video. Leave a like if you guys enjoy my top 5 videos, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.